Hello everyone, welcome to Mike Muse's Megazords. Today's video is issue 120 of the Altaya Megazord build. We are at the end of the journey. Today's issue is all about internal structural pieces which slide into place to give the Megazord a little bit more stability. So, we have our magazine, we have our parts. Let's do our parts check. So we got rid of the packaging, now we can do the parts check. So, this is what leads me to believe there is at least one more issue, is Assemblage issue 1. So even though this is advertised as a 120 issue subscription, it sounds like there is at least one more to come. So, we have got some very interesting clear plastic components here, which we'll basically go through and then see the ones that we can use here. So 120.1 and 2 are supports for the Triceratops. Number 3 is this one here, support type 1 and support type 2 for the Triceratops, which I believe are the ones that we'll be using. Support type 5 for the, I want to say the neck of the Sabertooth Tiger. 6 is this one here. Same again. Oh, let's put these back as we go, because 7 is type 3, 8 is type 1 for the Sabertooth Tiger, 9 I think is this one under here, and then 10 we have got supports type 3, 2 of for Sabertooth Tiger. So we've got lots of pieces here. Not all of them are, I don't think any of them are clearly labelled as to what they are, so we're just going to have to get them out and go through the magazine and see what we've got. So I'll leave that to one side for the moment. So let's go over the page and see what we've got. Okay, so just to double check. So yeah, in this first issue what we're going to be doing is using some of these bits here to stabilise the legs as part of Megazord mode, but this is not the full amount of what we're going to be doing. So let's get Triceratops in first so we can do this, and I'm just going to move this out of frame slightly so I've got some room to work. And all of these pieces, just move over here. So here's Triceratops, mostly transformed. So his treads are up, his legs are in, looking nice and smooth. Now, if we move him into this mode here, you can see there's still a lot of movement. He's very wobbly. Now what these are going to do is sort that out so you can stand him up. So the first image here we've got is 120A. We need to bring the knee socket for Tyrannosaur. We need to bring this down as far as we can get it. 120.B, we're going to take 120.4, which is this flat plate here, and it's this one with a little lip on this edge. So this lip here will slide down into the top of the knee socket here and hook into place. But you've got to be careful, because if you don't keep hold of it, it will drop in there. So just push that as far forward as it will go once that's in place. And then straight after that, 120.C, we're going to take 120.3 which is this interesting shaped one here. And this is going to act as the filler behind the knee joint to keep that in place. So we'll just fold that in place for the moment. And then I'm not sure if there is a specific way for this to go in. So it looks as though the little tab, sorry, the little slot here at the front is the part that will go further down into here. And I don't know if you can see that, you probably can't see this down here, but there are two protrusions coming up from the body part down here. So this is where this will slot into place. So we'll drop that into place, push that down. That gives you a nice snug fit. And then if we try and move this, you can see that knee joint is not going anywhere now. So it's still a little bit wobbly here, but we've successfully secured the knee joint. So that's it for this issue for Triceratops. Now we're going on to Sabertooth Tiger, and we're going to do something fairly similar. So again, Sabertooth Tiger transformed ready in leg mode. Don't forget we've got the footlock at the back here, or the heel to help stand up. So this one's fairly steady and stable, but again there's a lot of wobbly movement here that we're looking to sort out. So once again, step one on this one is to bring this section as far down as you can get it. We'll go over the page. Let's put you on the magazine, that will help. So 120.9, which if we remember and go back was square one with no... So we've got 1, 2, we've used 3 and 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, 8's got the tab on the front, 9, no, sorry, this one's 8, which means this one's 9. So 9 is the one with this hole in here. This part will be sitting towards the back. So again, we've got this little lip on the front here, which will hook onto this section here. So we'll pop that in place, make sure that's fitting correctly, tilt it forward so it's in place, and we've lost it. So let's try that again. So lip in place. Okay. Lost it for a second time. So you may have to just slide it in place and then tilt the Sabertooth Tiger's body, so that's held in place there. And then we're going to take 120.8, or the other one, which is this interesting one here, tilt this out of the way, and then this will slide into place just down here. And once again, there's absolutely no movement there. We've still got a lot of wiggle and play here, but that's it. So that is it for issue 120 of the Altaya Megazord build. So now we're going to move on to issue 121, which we didn't actually have a physical magazine copy for because it was never issued. And I'm sure you're aware of the fact that my subscription was cancelled halfway through this build. Issue 121 was a subscription only part which tells you what to do with these 5 pieces here. Now, I did end up putting a shout out on Reddit in the Power Rangers of the Super Sentai community asking for anyone's help, and it did come through. So thank you very much to that user. Big kudos. Now for these last 5 bits here, these 2 are for the Triceratops, and these 3 are for the Sabertooth Tiger. So what we're going to do is we move the Sabertooth Tiger ones out of the way, and we'll start with Triceratops. And what this one does is it fits together under the Triceratops's head and provides a nice stable base for him to stand up with. So it fits together almost like a collar in 2 pieces like this. So we'll move him into his foot mode. One side of this, there we go, that's what I'm after. So on his right side, you can see these 2 holes here. This is where the right hand side, this post here will fit into this hole here, and you can see this section here follows the curve of the body. So we'll put this into place on side 1. Make sure that's locked in place against this corner here. We'll flip them over, and then this one fits into place on the other side here, and there are 2 connection posts here which will fit into the 2 connection holes here and here. Like so. So again, make sure that's all locked in place, and then you can stand your Triceratops up, and you can see there's no movement there whatsoever. Nice and stable. So that is the Triceratops done, and then Sabertooth Tiger. Bring her back in. So this one is a 2-part, or a 3-part even. So what we need to do is provide a little bit of stability around this major joint just above the shoulders, and then one just above the neck. So the filler panel for the one just above the neck is this one here, the square one. And the way this is going to, so this will fit in here with the tab facing down, and then that will enable that to be a nice solid joint here, and it's barely noticeable. You wouldn't know it's there unless you were looking for it. And then the last part will be to attach these 2 sections here. So this section is going to go in through the back, this section will go in through the front. They will clip together like that and stay in place. So this section here will go and pop into place here. So hold it in place with fingertip here, and then this one pops into place on the front, clicks into place. Again, make sure your heel lock is activated, and that gives you a nice solid Sabertooth Tiger. Now the rest of the issue is concerned with how we put the rest of the Megazord together. So what I'm going to do is put our 2 legs here, and then with a little bit of camera trickery I'll show you the rest of how it all goes together. Here's our legs. Here is Tyrannosaurus. So the knee joints, or knee plugs are already extended. They just put into place. So, it's a little bit back heavy at the moment, so just leaning forward slightly. And everything else happens above the waist now, so push the horns in, bring the chest back down, fold the head of the Tyrannosaurus down, pop them back up. Mastodon. Locks into place. Tyrannosaurus tail. Hooks it. And then finally, pterodactyl. Clips in place, activate the horns, give him his Mastodon shield, his left hand, saber in the right, push him back on his hip joint a little bit, just give him a little bit more stability, and then the final piece with two cannons, which go in the back here and here. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Altaya Megazord, fully assembled and complete. There we go. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to give a like and a subscribe for future things happening on the channel. And we'll see you next time for Mike Muse's Megazords. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.